All right, let's jump right in. We're going to talk about something that, let's be honest, a lot of us are kind of scared of, being alone. But what if we've been looking at it all wrong? What if being alone isn't some problem we have to fix, but an actual skill we can get really, really good at?
So first things first, let's be super clear about what we're talking about. Loneliness isn't about how many people are physically around you. I mean, you can feel totally lonely in a packed stadium, right? It's that internal, nagging feeling of being disconnected. Some researchers even call it social pain. It's your brain telling you something's off.
And this isn't just about feeling a little down for an evening. When that feeling of loneliness sticks around and becomes chronic, we're talking about serious, real-world impacts on our health. It's linked to some pretty major issues, which is exactly why getting our heads around this is so important.
Okay, so this brings us to the absolute core of what we're talking about today. It's time for a big reframe. We have got to stop mixing up the pain of loneliness with the incredible potential of solitude. They might look similar from the outside, but they are two completely different worlds.
Just look at the difference here. It's all about who's in the driver's seat. Loneliness feels passive, like something that's happening to you. You're just waiting. But solitude, that's active. That's you taking the reins and realizing, hey, I've got this. I can make this time amazing all by myself.
And this quote just nails it, doesn't it? The physical act of being by yourself is, well, it's just a neutral fact. It's not inherently good or bad. It doesn't automatically mean you have to feel lonely. It's all about the meaning that we give to that time.
So that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? What is the secret sauce? What's the one thing that can flip the switch and turn this thing we're so afraid of into something that's actually good for us?
And here it is. It's actually incredibly simple. The answer is choice. It's the huge difference between being left alone and choosing to be alone. That one little word, it changes the entire game.
And hey, this isn't just some nice-sounding idea. The science totally backs it up. One study had people track their feelings for 21 days, and what they found was amazing. When people chose to be alone, it didn't just get rid of loneliness, it actively lowered their stress and made them feel more free. Choice is basically your superpower here.
Okay, so we get it. Choice is the key. But how do we actually do that? How do we make this a real thing in our lives? Well, it all starts with shifting your mindset.
This is about changing the way you see your you time. It's not just empty space you have to fill, it's valuable. Treat it like that. Use it to check in with yourself, not just to numb out. And that last one is huge. Learning to say no to plans so you can recharge and not feeling guilty about it, that's a total game changer.
So want to put this into practice? Here's a simple way to start. Take yourself on a date. No, I'm serious. Pick something you actually love to do. Then put it in your calendar. Make it official. Treat it like the most important meeting of your week. And while you're there, try to just be there. Then afterwards, just take a minute to notice how it felt.
And if you're stuck for ideas, we got you. Here's a bunch of them. But remember, it's not really about what you do. It's about the why. It's about you actively, intentionally choosing to invest in your relationship with, well, with you. And that's a pretty powerful thing.
Now, I want to be super clear about something. Mastering the art of being alone is not about becoming a hermit. It's not about pushing people away. In fact, it's actually the complete opposite. It's the foundation for having even better connections as we go through life.
So, have you ever wondered why some people are just way more comfortable being alone than others? A lot of it comes down to something called our attachment style. Think of it like this invisible blueprint for relationships that gets formed way back when we're kids. For instance, if you have a more anxious style, being alone can feel really scary because it can trigger that deep fear of being rejected. But on the other hand, if you have a more avoidant style, you might actually prefer to be alone, but it's more of a defense, a way to keep people from getting too close. See how neither one is quite that healthy sweet spot? Just understanding your own pattern is a huge first step.
And this right here is the ultimate payoff. When you're genuinely okay with your own company, you stop looking for other people out of neediness or desperation. You can show up to your relationships, all of them, as a complete person, totally present, because you don't need them to make you feel whole. You already are.
So at the end of the day, the art of being alone isn't about building walls around yourself. It's about building a comfortable, safe home inside yourself that you can always come back to. It's about making you someone you actually want to hang out with. The only real question left is, what will you discover when you choose to do just that?